not to really shortchange Ramos, but Fernando Vargas may be one of the most exciting young fighters in the United States, if not the most exciting young fighter in the United States.
Vargas just turned 17 years old 2 months ago, and now he's here boxing for an opportunity to go and represent this country in the Pan Am Games.
Light welterweights. Ramos in the red, Vargas in the blue. And we'll see exactly how Fernando Vargas handles this. As Al said, a tremendous resume for a young man who just turned 17 only last month. And he appears to be stalking at this particular moment. You wonder what Ramos's strategy is. He has to know exactly what portfolio Vargas carries.
I'm sure he does, and he's not really impressed by it because he's got a nice list of titles and credentials for himself.
And he is certainly taking the fight to Vargas in the early moments of this first round.
We can be impressed by one boxer or the other, but it doesn't make any difference. They're not that impressed with each other when they get in the ring. Ramos himself is a junior Olympic champion. He lost in the '93 U.S. Championships in the quarterfinals, and he was runner-up this year. So he's a very impressive young boxer in his own right.
And conversely, even though he's not impressed or certainly not taken aback by it, Vargas has to know, too, that this is a man who can certainly beat him.
Certainly can. And in fact, Vargas is actually up a weight class. He previously was in the 132-pound weight class, was the #1 boxer along with Larry Nicholson in that class, but now he's up to 139 pounds. In the meantime, Ramos is the #2 ranked boxer at 139 pounds. So this is a hello, if you will, for Fernando Vargas in this weight class.
Vargas moving to his left. Repositioning, got tagged with a nice left by Ramos, and another one that staggered him for a moment. And Vargas up against the ropes, turning the tables now on Arturo Ramos.
Nice job, nice job.
Another good left by Vargas. A tinge of red to the nose of Ramos.
They seem to have exchanged the roles of aggressors in this particular bout, Ken. It switches back and forth.
Left that got through to the nose of Vargas, and another left, and a right that staggered him. And now he clinches Ramos just to catch his breath, and Ramos throws him off him. First round, 139-pounders. These are light welterweights. Our
referee in the ring is Al Robinson, one of our Olympic officials for the '96 games. He'll be going in with Marco Serafas and Aloda Marson. Bill Wackerly.
And a big left by Ramos. Staggers Vargas.
Kind of a roundhouse, not really strong.
Another, certainly a tighter left that snuck through there. Problem, though, is, are they connecting with the white portion of the glove? Because that's where you score points. They look good, but are they scoring points? Are they scoring punches? Are they counting? Stay with us. More boxing coming up in just a second here on Prime.
MCI customers, could this be you talking?
I expected a lower bill. I didn't get it. We did not get the savings we were looking for.
I expected that my bill would go down, and it didn't go down.
Have you gotten the savings you expected from MCI friends and family?
You get a bill and you're going, well, geez, where's the savings here?
People dropped out in my circle that I didn't know had dropped out because they weren't happy with what the savings were.
With MCI, you don't save on calls to people outside your circle.
Friends and family doesn't work at all because no one would switch for me.
Are you going to choose the people you call because they're on a list or not on a list?
I think that's the core part of the problem with the MCI program.
If you want to save on calls to everyone, switch to AT&T for true USA savings. Spend $25 a month and save 20% to anyone, anytime, anywhere in the U.S. Call 1-800-PIC-ATT.
Anyone, anytime. That's it. That's the key words.
This is like to the point, 20% for anybody.
In fact, 4 out of 5 users of MCI Friends and Family Basic would save more with AT&T True USA Savings.
AT&T is simple. You pick up the phone, you call who you want to, and you get your savings.
Just spend $25 a month and we'll subtract 20% off your AT&T bill. Guaranteed. Why spend more? Call now. Switch for free.
I've used MCI and I've come back to AT&T.
I switched back to AT&T.
We're very happy happy that we've come back.
Join the millions coming back to AT&T for true savings on calls to anyone, anytime. Why be limited to just a circle?
I've tried something else. I'm going back home. I'm going to stick with AT&T.
Call today and get a free bonus, AT&T True Rewards. You can earn points good for free AT&T minutes or free miles on Delta, United, or US Air.
My in-laws are actually coming next week due to the bonus programs with AT&T. What's not to like? Really?
Don't you deserve a better way to save? Switch now to AT&T. Call 1-800-PIC-ATT.
I gotta get calling on this.
Your true voice.
Arturo Ramos receiving instructions from his father, who is also his coach, very influential person in his life. Now, I don't know if you saw in between the rounds, Ken, the ice pack that was placed on his shoulder. It's there for a very good reason. Ramos slightly hyperextended that left shoulder the day before he came to Portland.
Round 2 underway now, 139-pounders. Ramos from San Antonio, Oxnard, California's Fernando Vargas. Vargas in the blue and Ramos in the red. And some good punches exchanged by both fighters at the center of the ring, and then Vargas just lifts Ramos off his feet and deposits him in the near corner. And the referee, Robinson, instructing both fighters that fighting is best done with both feet on the ground. Again, plenty of leather being exchanged. A nice right sneaking through there by Vargas, and another left.
You know, we have not come up to the midpoint in this bout, but I have a feeling, Ken, that this action will continue right straight down to the end of round 3.
This is the second round of the 3-round, scheduled 3-round bout at 139.
I do not look for the tempo of this bout to change. I really don't. Both boxers are well conditioned. Both boxers work on strength resistive training, either isotonic or plyometric.
Nice left connecting, as you saw, by the red-clad Ramos that touched the chin of Vargas. So it's got its own flow to it. You're right. They'll come to the center of the ring. They'll each reload, and then there'll be a flurry, and then back to the center of the ring to reload. This clinch broken up by Robinson. 1:24 to go. Clock moving. Second round.
To give you a little indication of Vargas's potential, he has defeated Terrence Cawthorn, whom we've seen on this show, and Deatrius Viagas, who we saw earlier.
And who won? His particular weight class.
Vargas beat them both, and that was down at the 132-pound weight class. Now he's up at the 139 and busy as ever.
Vargas connecting with 2 rights and a left, and staggering Ramos slightly. On a good flurry, and several of those did score by Vargas.
The tide has started to turn right now for Fernando Vargas. He's been very patient throughout the first part of this bout, but now he's the aggressor moving into Arturo Ramos.
Back to the center of the ring as, again, each fighter reloads. Waiting moments of this second round.
You can almost see confidence building on the part of Fernando Vargas.
92 and 93 junior Olympic champ. And now beginning to stalk Arturo Ramos just a bit. And again, scoring with a right. And that staggered Ramos. In fact, looks like he may get the standing 8. He will.
That's a standing 8 count. Again, it's administered by Al Robinson for safety purposes. Gives Ramos a chance to catch his breath. And here comes Fernando Vargas. Let me at him, he says.
Yeah, he smells Ramos on the run.
Now, he could get sloppy and then wind up hurting himself, but remains under control. He's where he wants to be.
Well, the bell sounds, and Ramos is happy about that. He'll go back to his corner to regroup. A very strong round for that man, Fernando Vargas from Oxnard, California. Before the standing 8, let's go back and take a look at the end of this, or what prompted the standing 8.
Oh, Vargas is very much on the prowl. He backs Ramos over into the corner and then just delivers a barrage of punch. Most effective left hand to the head that forced Al Robinson to step in. Vargas knew that the referee was coming, so he got out. Good hard right hand, and then he follows by that left and then back again with the right. I'm telling you, at this time, Arturo Ramos is feeling the blows of Fernando Vargas's punches.
Well, this is Fernando Vargas, and he looks like They left the last piece of meat in the world at the center of the ring.
Now, he looks like the runner at the start of the 400-meter relay waiting for the gun to go off, and he's out of there.
And he is coming out, taking this fight to his opponent, Arturo Ramos. And he's got Ramos backed up in the corner. And Robinson stops it once again for the second standing 8. The crowd does not like it. And Ramos is bouncing on his feet to show referee Al Robinson that he is very much coherent and in this fight. And now they're going to bring him over to the far corner to have the doctor look at a problem, perhaps a cut on his mouth.
It is difficult whenever it hit me. All right. The tooth is sticking out, but it's not loose. It's okay.
Apparently he's had a tooth knocked loose. Did you hear that?
Those things happen. This is a tough sport.
Well, Vargas continuing his assault and barrage on Ramos, swinging him now to the center of the ring.
I mean, these guys wear protective headgear. They're well protected up there, but shots to the head, they can jar teeth.
Ramos missing badly now, as Vargas backing away, and now prowling again, pawing with the left, setting up the right.
And he almost found a home for that right uppercut.
He got a right in just a second ago, and then staggers Ramos again.
Good shot. Vargas is on the prowl.
And
another 8 count.
At another standing 8 count in effect here in Portland, Oregon at the 1995 Pan American Boxing Trials. The winners in each one of these weight classes go on to box for the United States at the Pan Am Games in Argentina. And from what it looks like here, Fernando Vargas will be the representative at 139 pounds, snapping the hit back.
3 8 counts.
Arturo Ramos.
3 8 counts so far for Ramos. One more and it's all over. That would be the 3rd in this round and the 4th overall, and he would be technically terminated.
And Robinson has been just absolutely eyes on Arturo Ramos for the last 30 seconds of this fight. He's not even looking at Vargas at this point. Cautioning Vargas now to watch the blow to the back of the head, but he is just staring at Ramos to make sure that young man is okay. He is not. He's in trouble on points, but physically, if he's okay.
And he's in the wrong spot right now over in the corner because Vargas is going to move in. I'll tell you what the referee looks for at this point in time. He can't stop that first punch from getting in there, but he's got to get in there before the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, because that's where the damage occurs.
All that's happened here is that Ramos has just changed corners, and this fight is over. Referee Al Robinson has stopped this fight midway through round number 3 and has brought Arturo Ramos over to his corner. And a very dejected young man, but referee Al Robinson doing the proper thing. No doubt about that. And there's the winner, Fernando Vargas. He has won at 139 pounds and will represent the United States at the Pan American Games in March.
We never used to exercise. We didn't have time to go to the gym, and it was impossible to find a quality strength and aerobic machine that we could use at home. So we found Bowflex. Bowflex lets me perform the strength and aerobic workout I want in 20 minutes. It's quick, it's easy, and it makes my body feel incredible. There's simply nothing else like it. You can change the amount of weight you're using by adding more power rods. The cable pulley system accommodates 64 different exercises. It's even backed by a lifetime warranty. If you're like me, and at first you looked at machines like SoloFlex and NordicFlex, you've got to see what Bowflex can do for you. It simply produces results. Call right now for this free 15-minute video. It will show you exactly how Bowflex will let you outperform SoloFlex and NordicFlex. You'll be surprised at how effective Bowflex really is. If you want to see the easiest, most effective way of exercising at home, you need to see this video. It's absolutely free, so call for yours right now.
It starts with the drop. And from that point on, it's nothing but non-stop end-to-end excitement. The nation's top skaters lace them up on the College Hockey Game of the Week. UIC and Michigan on this regional sports network.
The referee stopped the contest, 2:13 into the 3rd round. The winner is our representative in Argentina at the Pan American Games in March from the blue corner, Vargas, Fernando Vargas.
The light welterweight champ, Fernando Vargas. Yes, sir. He is a smooth-looking fighter.
And Brew, you write that name down on your card. You're going to see a lot of it in the days to come.